What's up guys, 2020 Nissan Rogue. This is all-wheel drive. We're gonna do the rear brake pads. So these are not electric, okay? So if you got a 2019, 18, 20, so we're just gonna simply remove this caliper, compress it, and put our new brake pads. So we did get these Evolution brake pads, the part number you guys can see right there. Inside we're gonna have the hardware. I am gonna show you guys how to change the hardware. We got brake pad. Two brake pad have sensors on them, two don't, so we have to determine that where they go. Very important, okay guys? So let me get a tool, 14mm, and we're gonna remove this caliper, and I'm gonna see if we have enough space clearance just by doing one, and we will see how that goes. So when I got a 14mm gear wrench, we're gonna take off this bolt here. This goes down just like that. The slider pin will come off. So the slider pin has this in the bottom, the little bushing here. Let's see if this caliper, okay, we have more than enough clearance just to do this. So this thing comes up and then the slider pin slides out. Brake pads are down to minimum. We're gonna remove this. Pay attention to brake wear indicator sensor. It's in the bottom on the outer inner pad on the bottom. So that's where we're gonna put it at. Next step is for us to remove this hardware. So what I like to do is I'm gonna go get a flathead screwdriver. Step here is very simple. Screwdriver, just pull this off. Same thing in the top and bottom. Just like so. This hardware should come right off. So next step is I'm gonna go get a wire brush. Okay, what I want to do is I just want to wire brush the area where the brake pad is gonna, the hardware is gonna sit. Very simple and easy. Some parts cleaner, spray that on all 4 spots. Okay, once that is done, we're gonna take our hardware. We're gonna, it has, this is called the hardware, okay? The shims, whatever you want to call them. So they're very easy to put on. You simply take these and you slip them on. They have like a little spot right here. You see this little right? So it won't allow you to hit any into the rotor, but they can kind of be like damaged in the package. So make sure you spin the rotor so there's no scrapes like that, okay? So next step is we're gonna get our brake pads out of the package. Okay. So remember, the inner brake pad is gonna have, let me grab the 2 correct brake pads here. So the inner brake pad is gonna have this sensor here, okay? So but what we're gonna do here is we are just get some light. I have a video on greasing, so we're gonna put light amount of greasing here, so this pad can sit in properly and it can slip and slide in smoothly. So you just take this brake pad and you stick it in there. What's bothering me here is, okay, we do have a problem. So this little guy right here, is that a problem? No, that's not a problem. I thought it was different hardware, but they're all the same. So it's kind of bothering my pad from going in. But you're just gonna push up against it. There you go. So you just push up against it so your brake pad can go in nicely. So your brake pad should be free like that, okay? Your brake pad should not have any issues moving around, okay? So we have that. What we're gonna do next is C-clamp or a handheld compress tool such as this. You can find this on Amazon. It's called the the caliper compress tool and hand grip, okay? You just, so it's like perfectly made for that. Okay, next step is a little bit critical. So remember to clean this and to clean this little guy. So I'm gonna be getting some grease here. So light amount of greasing here, nothing crazy. Same thing here, light amount of greasing. Procedure is the same on the opposite side. So guys, it's time for us to take this caliper. Okay. I would also recommend you put a little bit of greasy on each brake pad, but I stopped doing that because a lot of people have been complaining to me about brake dust and all that. So this guy goes right on. So from here on, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock this. So this rubber boot, make sure it clamps on. Just push onto this bottom one. The top one, it grabbed itself. So that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure it's nice and tight. Your brake pads in there. Everything is in there, and nothing is grinding except the brake pads. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next one.